What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, I want to speak on some comments that Charles Barkley made about LeBron James and his crew. The and basically what Charles Barkley out against LeBron James, it's a big deal. LeBron and his crew, they take it personally, like it's a personal attack. Like if you don't agree that LeBron James is the GOAT, then they take that personally. If if you're in the media or some type of way, they may not grant you an interview, or maybe try to, like, I think they tried to get certain people fired. What was the Michelle Beadle? She got fired, because she didn't get along with LeBron James, and LeBron didn't like her. So that's what it is with LeBron James. It just, to me, it just points out that LeBron James is very, what's the word? Very, he's like insecure when it comes to things like that. And for somebody who wants to be considered the GOAT, the way he's going about, putting himself out there, it would seem that he would have stayed away from that GOAT argument, because people are going to push back. You know that if you put yourself in that GOAT argument, you're going to push back. And you know that if you put yourself in that GOAT argument, that people are going to pull receipts. Anything that you have done in your career, whether it's good or bad, and people can make the argument that you're not a GOAT, then they're going to make that argument. That's why I think that so many people, most people stay away from that GOAT argument. Like Kobe didn't do it, Mike didn't do it, Kareem, Magic, like they stay out of that. They don't, they just stay away from that because it'll just be too much pushback. And it's so much evidence out there that points that to LeBron not being a GOAT. So he's always battling an uphill, he's doing an uphill battle. And so I'm going to listen to Charles Barkley and what he has to say about LeBron James on the Bill Simmons show. What both of these guys say, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm going to give my take on it.
Speaking of commercials, LeBron did that Forever King commercial. Did you see it? That Nike thing?
He did. I probably saw it, but didn't pay it that much attention.
Yeah, it was like this, I don't know, 45-second commercial about all the people he's vanquished. And it's like just close-up shots of him with a crown on. I think I don't really understand what his MO is. And if you talk about it, it's like, well, you're being critical. And it's like, this guy's one of the best players of all time. And
Well,
it seems like
that's the only thing I hate about LeBron. First of all, he's a great, great player. He's an amazing person, really nice guy. But for him and his guys, if you don't say he's the greatest ever, it's like you could commit treason.
Right. You're either for them or against them. It's like, can I just say you're one of the greatest players of all time?
No, you cannot. You cannot. If you do not say he's the greatest of all time, you're committing treason. I mean, you can't even mention Michael, Kobe, Bill Russell, Kareem. I mean, that's a faction of Kareem people. I actually feel like Kareem's the one guy who get left out.
100% agree.
Yeah. I mean, because nobody has a better career, high school, college, and pros than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Plus, he got 4 years at UCLA that he could have been in the NBA, just putting up stats, and he would have been one of the best guys.
And but that's the only thing I don't like about LeBron and his guys. They're like it.
All right, so you heard Charles Barkley there say that's what he don't like about LeBron James and his guy. Like they take it as treason if you say that they're not, LeBron James is not the GOAT. And then that goes back to my point, whereas though I think that LeBron James should have really stayed out of that argument. I don't know. I don't get like why it was so important for LeBron James to be the GOAT. When it comes to being a GOAT, I think Michael Jordan has the best strategy. Kobe, like let your on the court performance do all the arguing for you. Let your record do all the arguing for you. And the more arguing that your on the court performance can do, the less off the court you have to do. That's why you don't hear Mike. You didn't hear Kobe. You didn't hear Kareem, Oscar Robertson. Like those guys, everybody know that those guys could play. Mike said that he wished he had an opportunity to play against Oscar Robertson, Jerry West, and those guys. And so because he didn't get the chance to play against those guys, he can't really consider himself the GOAT. I just like his approach. Just let your performance speak for itself and leave the heavy lifting to the fans. We are definitely going to debate it and argue it till the end of time. And really, to me, when it comes to LeBron being in that conversation, I don't really debate with people about LeBron being a GOAT. And also like to say that, to me, Charles Barkley, when he was talking about LeBron, I thought he kind of let LeBron off the hook a little bit when he said that LeBron is one of the greatest. And I just don't feel like that. I think LeBron is a very good basketball player. I consider LeBron to be like in his era, like say like in boxing, like whoever came behind Muhammad Ali in boxing in the heavyweight division, that's just a hard shoes to step into. So Larry Holmes came after Muhammad Ali in boxing. And then, so nobody compared Larry Holmes to Muhammad Ali because although Larry Holmes was a champion, he wasn't Muhammad Ali. And so boxing during the Larry Holmes era was kind of like a little bit, to me, it was a little bit dry. Then once Larry Holmes had went out, then here comes Mike Tyson, right? And that's when things, and Mike just took it to another level. But to me, LeBron James is like Larry Holmes. He a good champion, but he in the middle of, Larry Holmes is in the middle of Muhammad Ali, and he's in the middle of Mike Tyson, right? Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. But don't nobody put Larry Holmes up there. They don't compare Larry Holmes to Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali. And that's what I think LeBron James, in my opinion, I think he Larry Holmes. I think his style of play is a little dry. His record as far as championships, losing 6, winning 4, shrinking in big moments and stuff like that. You didn't get that from Michael Jordan. You just didn't get that. You didn't. So I would put him behind. I don't know. I definitely not up there with Mike. He behind Kobe. He behind a lot of players to me, just because I thought that, watching basketball for as many years as I did, I just don't feel like LeBron is the greatest. I don't even think he's nowhere. I wouldn't put him ahead of Kareem. I wouldn't put him ahead of Magic, Bird. And I don't know, maybe that's because I watched those guys when I was growing up, or maybe it's because I've seen enough basketball and I've seen enough great players that I just know, like, the expectation for how a real champion operates is just higher for me. I just think that I always speak about how Larry Bird and Magic Johnson used to come back every year. They used to talk about how they came back every season with a new move or a new shot added to their repertoire. And I watched LeBron James since 2003 and haven't really seen anything different since he came to the league. No low post game, no back to the, he cannot play back to the basket. His mid-range game is subpar. It's either he going all the way to the basket or he's trying to shoot a open jumper. He shoot a lot of threes for somebody that's 6'9", and then his 3-point percentage is not exceptional. I just played a video the other day of LeBron James at a shoot around with some kids, He took like 8 shots, missed all of them, shooting from half court, trying to shoot with his left hand. Then I played another video of Michael Jordan. Just you could see Michael Jordan was just focused. Even at 55 in this video that I played, Michael Jordan was still focused, still was making sure his form was correct, still was, he just took it serious, and like he's just passionate about basketball. Even after retirement, he's passionate about it and competitive when it came to basketball. So yeah, that's all I got. Charles Barkley, he said it right. That's one thing that a lot of people don't like about LeBron James is the fact that he's ultra sensitive when it comes to people speaking up and speaking out against LeBron James. He should have known that before he threw his hat into that GOAT arena, but it is what it is. And that's, he gonna get what he get when you put yourself in that situation. So with that being said, man, y'all make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave a comment, and I'll check you all out in the next episode. Peace.